We want to start the 6 a.m. hour with news of a closure along Highway 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Drew Carney. Lanes are closed right now in both directions from Highway 58 to Highway 119 at Clear Creek County Junction. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joining us live near that closure right now. So Courtney, what else can you tell us?
Hey, good morning, Corey and Drew. So we've been seeing people trying to get in over here and just having to turn around at US 6. We're at Highway 58 and US 6, and just take a look here. You can see the road is shut down. We've seen a couple of crews actually go inside of there. So this road is shut down from Highway 58 all the way to Highway 119 at the Clear Creek County Junction. We also have some video, I believe, or a photo of what these rock slides look like. So if we could take a look at that now. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says this road was shut down because of those rock slides, multiple of them blocking the road, forcing crews to shut down this entire stretch. So they're asking drivers to avoid this area, so you'll want to take an alternate route if this is part of your morning commute. So cleanup is expected to last through the afternoon and evening. And also another heads up for Kittredge residents, Evergreen Fire Rescue is asking them to be 74 all the way from Evergreen. Officials say Troublesome Gulch Road and Highway 74 were hit particularly bad from rainfall, so these rock slides happening because of those storms that we had last night. The roads there on Highway 74 are open, but they do have a lot of heavy debris, so they're asking you to be careful over there. So now we're going to head over to traffic anchor Brianna Fernandez for a look at today's traffic commute. Good morning, Brianna.
Courtney, thank you so much for that report. And like she mentioned, tons of debris out along Highway 74 out in Evergreen, so please keep that in mind. Let's talk about the traffic impact alert, especially if you're taking I-25 this morning. We are seeing several crashes. We're also seeing that rock slide that Courtney just showed you. But let's talk about this full closure happening along southbound I-25 between Evans and Colorado Boulevard. You are seeing this CDOT camera, the far right corner camera. We do have Denver police. They are on scene and they've been investigating this crash for the past hour or so, which is why we've issued that traffic impact alert. It will definitely impact your drive if you are taking southbound I-25. It is a 4-car crash according to Denver police. We're also tracking another crash happening along northbound I-25, so between Ridgegate and Lincoln, 2 far left lanes are partially blocked. This is right near that IKEA that you usually see up and down I-25. And then the reason I was showing you this camera is because we were also tracking another crash, but it looks like crews were able to clear that up very, very quickly. Again, we are dealing with a lot of closures and a lot of crashes, not only with that morning rush hour traffic. You are going to see a lot of delays and slippery road conditions as well. So please, please don't rush out the door. Give yourself plenty of extra time. Let's switch things over to our main maps, talk about all these closures and also that closure that Courtney mentioned. Now, she mentioned it was along Highway 6 between Highway 58 and Highway 119. If you're not familiar with the area, that's just west of Golden. So I-70 is going to be your best bet, especially if this is part of your morning drive or heading to the high country this morning. Now, that closure that we are dealing with, southbound I-25, so again, between Colorado and Evans, and you can see we also have several different crash icons happening near that area. So that area between Colorado and Evans is just a hot mess this morning. Then northbound I-25 at Lincoln Avenue, again, near that IKEA between Ridgegate and Lincoln, 2 far left lanes are partially blocked. So if you're coming from the Castle Rock area, heading up to 225, you're looking at an 18-minute drive.
Another big story of the day, of course, weather. Many people are waking up to wet roads following another round of storms. Mike Piracini sent us this video of hail falling in Fort Morgan. You can see the hail bouncing off the sidewalk and the grass there.
Another viewer named Shay sent us this video from Bertha. You can see the hail hitting the roof hard in this video. Oof. It drops to the ground. I mean, hail was such a huge story in many parts of the area last night.
Heavy rainfall in Evergreen has made the water rise along Bear Creek. The National Weather Service is also reporting damaged bridges. There is a warning this morning to avoid low water crossings and don't ignore road closures. Use more caution if traveling in the areas of Evergreen, Kittredge, Iredale, and Morrison. We will have a live crew in a few minutes. They're heading to the Evergreen area now to track just how bad the flooding is there. We'll check in with them in the next half hour.
All right, the possibility of severe weather and then the weather itself has really been our top story all this week. Katie, let's talk about today's forecast because it sounds like we're going to dial it back a bit.
A little bit, yes. So we have storms, showers impacting portions of the region this morning. Here's a live look outside from Lookout Mountain. The severe weather risk is lower for today, but still some showers and thunderstorms, and the highest risk of seeing any storms that will turn severe over the southeastern plains. Large hail is still a concern over parts of Colorado. So your weather headlines for today, still a bit of a bumpy road we get to go on. Inclement conditions with scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast through this evening. I'll show you where we're exactly expecting that precipitation through tonight. Cooler temperatures as well, mid to upper 70s, and while the severe weather risk will lower, then we'll see fire danger increase, hot and dry conditions, so we get a little bit of everything. It's nice though to see a drink of water, some precipitation, no severe warned storms as of this Thursday morning. It is 6:04, and we do have right now some drier air just moving in over Denver, some wet to damp roadways depending on where you're going. Arvada to Broomfield, you'll find rain falling from the sky. It's moderate right now, and pockets of heavier rain moving through portions of Parker. That's off to the east. It'll be scattered in nature over the next couple of hours, so rain jacket, umbrella for today. And then in the mountains, some good precipitation, Grand Lake to Granby, and then for Vail, Eagle, and especially near Rifle, we have seen some shower activity this morning. You just heard it. We had a flood warning in effect for Bear Creek in Jefferson County. That actually expired just about 20 minutes ago at 5:45. The floodwaters at least have receded, and there's no immediate threat. But of course, damage can be probably seen from those bridges that we've gotten reports of. And again, Shalima will be there to give us a live look in just a moment. You will find some also limited visibility near Evergreen, down over Monument Hill. So if you're driving down south, just be prepared for some areas of patchy fog. For today, we are expecting temperatures in the upper 60s by 10 o'clock. We'll get some peaks of sunshine. It's not going to be raining and storming all day long, but they'll be in the forecast at least through evening and a high of 76 degrees. Here's a look ahead at our futurecast for today. 8 o'clock this morning from Byers to Fort Morgan. Anticipate some wet weather. Over the I-25 corridor, we'll start to see a little bit of a break between another round of thunderstorms possible. Greeley, Fort Collins. This is right at lunchtime, and stronger thunderstorms out across the northeastern corner of Colorado could produce some small hail. Brief downpours will clear out later on tonight from the mountains to the metro area. Still have the chance for an isolated gusty storm or two as we get into evening, but thankfully our severe thunderstorm risk will lower, and we are talking a big warm up ahead. Details on just how hot it will be over the weekend. Just a quick little teaser. We have mid and upper 90s in place for Saturday and Sunday.
Katie, thank you. From flooding to fires, right now evacuations remain in place for a fire on the western slope, but firefighters are getting a better handle on it. The Dry Creek fire started Tuesday. It's since burned 316 acres south of Rifle. Fire officials say it destroyed 2 buildings, one of them a home. The fire is now 35% contained. Meanwhile, further east, evacuations have been lifted for the Bruno Gulch fire. That started yesterday in Park County, about 7 miles north of the community of Grant. It's burned an acre and a half and prompted the evacuation of a campground there. It is not clear what caused it. The U.S. Forest Service expects the fire to be fully contained by this afternoon.
Poor air quality from wildfire smoke forced the postponement of a mountain bike race in Eagle, and from this video it is pretty clear why. This is video from Eagle County Airport. This is what it looked like there around 5 o'clock yesterday. The Vail Recreation District says the Eagle Enduro and Boneyard Brawl mountain bike race is going to take place next Wednesday now instead. That's July 1st. Organizers say the safety of the riders is their #1 priority.
Today marks 3 months since Denver Water enacted watering restrictions and asked customers to cut usage by 20%. Denver Water said it's still too early to know how much water has been conserved. They're waiting for more numbers to come back as the temperature increases into the summer. Arvad, on the other hand, says while they have seen some reduction as compared to their 5-year average, they have not consistently met the 20% reduction goal. Meanwhile, Aurora says they are right on track.
We've seen a reduction in outdoor water use or irrigation water use, a little over 20%. So that's good. It's still early in the season, so we really need to make sure that we kind of stay course and continue to see those numbers as we get through the summer.
Now, in places like Arvada, single-family homes make up 90% of all of their water customers. That's why limiting when people water lawns and use water for irrigation makes such a big impact. We'll keep checking to see who's doing the best and worst at conserving water.
Xcel Energy is apologizing after the mother of a former CU football player who died in a single-car crash earlier this year says she received a voicemail from Xcel about paying for a damaged utility pole. Dominic Ponder died in March in a DUI crash at Baseline Road and Newland Court in Boulder County. His mother, Katrina Hughes, says someone working on behalf of Xcel called and asked about payment for the pole that he damaged in that crash.
You don't call a parent for their deceased son and leave a message for him. especially a collection agency. It's just a little sick.
In a statement, Xcel Energy apologized, saying a contracted representative inadvertently contacted the family. The company went on to say it does not bill families who have lost loved ones in deadly crashes and is working with its vendor to prevent future calls like the one that went to Ponder's mom.